Hey guys, how are you? We have been load shedding, and I'm thinking I don't want to sleep now. I don't like the dark. I always love sleeping with my lampshades on. So I'm gonna wait until electricity comes, and then I thought, let me just share a video. I can record a video and then I can post it later for my Facebook friends and family. Happy Africa Day, guys, wherever you were. And for everyone that's going to see my video, please love, like, and share the video. If you like something, or if I say something, or you want to contribute, leave a comment as well. I'll appreciate. So today it was Africa Day, and I'm thinking, let me just share something with my fellow African brothers and sisters. We having load shedding, guys. We having load shedding, and it's been going on for some time now. And I am just praying that South Africa doesn't get to be in the same situation that we've seen other African countries going through. Having the background from the time we started experiencing load shedding in Zimbabwe, the way things are happening now, it seems like it's almost the same routine. We started off having power cuts maybe once in a month, and then it came to 2 weeks, two maybe 3 days in a month, in a week, and I would go maybe for 2 weeks, 2 hours, 1 hour, and then it eventually went to 8 hours a day, and it was a daily thing, and people got used to it. So, me being an African who's experienced that from Zimbabwe, I'm just praying that it doesn't get to South Africa. I feel leaders should learn from other people's mistakes, and then they can also solve their mistakes. But then I don't know the logics that goes through the whole electricity thing, but I'm just praying it doesn't come to that as well here. Um, so much is happening in Africa. I don't understand. Africa is such a beautiful, rich continent, but we have issues where with the most poorest people in the world. Where are we going wrong? Where are our leaders going wrong, guys? If anything, this is what I believe, and it's an observation that I've made, and I feel it could be a fact. It could be no, it's not a fact. It's my opinion. Where I've realized to say Africa is such a rich continent, and a lot of people, while the African people are migrating and going overseas to be workers, a lot of overseas people they come into Africa to start businesses, to get the share of the wealth that Africa has. So guys, where do our leaders go wrong? Where are our leaders going wrong? Why do we trust people that we put in power and then they loot all the wealth, and we remain poor and poorer and poorer and poorer? That is one thing that we need to solve as the African continent. Because poverty is real in Africa. If poverty is real, guys. I come from a country, and I think in the region is SADC region. Zimbabwe is one of the richest countries. But as of today, 25th, 2022, as we celebrating the African Day, Zimbabwe is one of the poorest and poorest. It's got the poorest people on the ground. The road network is a mess. Um, The hospitals do not have medication. The education system is got nothing to talk about. That's the African country. I remember a few years ago, yeah, it's a few years ago, we all watched Hotel Rwanda. Yeah, we all watched Hotel Rwanda, and I think Hotel Rwanda was a hit. Everyone watched that during the time. I learned so much from the two movies. There were two separate movies that I watched about the Hotel Rwanda. And this is what I want. I've been following Rwanda here and there, and you realize so much. Thank We need to have leaders like the Rwandan president, guys. If we see the transformation that has happened in Rwanda, guys, right now, I think maybe 10 years later, or I don't know exactly how many years later, but 10, 15, it could be 10, 15 years later after the genocide that happened in Rwanda. Rwanda is the best, it's the most developing country in Africa right now. Everyone is headed to Rwanda because they're doing so well. So what's stopping other African leaders to do the same? Why should we have African leaders that are always looting things from their poor citizens? Why not develop the country so that everyone can live a proper life? This is 2022. Why are we trusting people that are also coming? I feel this is my observation. We elect people that are poor into power, and then when they get there, they loot the funds. I think it's time we need to be saying everyone that's going to be in a government position in Africa, they should have some wealth, accumulated some wealth from somewhere else. Because the more we vote for poor people, they get in power, they will loot all the funds. It's happening not only in my country, but everywhere in Africa. It's a common trend. That's my observation. I honestly feel it's time we started saying, how much do you have? How much wealth do you have for you to lead this position in government? That's my take. Because the biggest problem, you elect someone into power, they get in power, they start looting. They don't care about developing your province or your constituents, or they're worried about being seen in fancy cars and flashing the money. Guys, I've seen it. If you've seen it as well, put your contributions. What do you think will be the best way to solve the poverty that we have in Africa? How do we help everyone in Africa to start living a decent life? Let's share, let's contribute. Leave your comments. Maybe it might help someone. Some years, some later year, or some day, it might help. I love you guys and stay blessed. Thank you for sharing. Follow my YouTube channel as well, Penelope African Princess. I use the same name on my YouTube. I love you guys. I love you guys.